Hello, welcome to this design conversation. Today, we have Jefferson with us. So
Hi.
Jefferson is the creator of AHBOY, and also he has his own brand called JNJF Design. So Jefferson, I'll pass the mic to you. You can do your introduction.
Ah, okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Jefferson. Then this JNJF Design is actually my brand or my company. So, I will start my slide. Okay. So, first of all, I'm a full-time part-timer. Why I say I'm full-time part-timer is because I'm the founder of JNJF Design. Then I'm also the creator of AHBOY, and during the whole years, these few years, I also did the doodle work for under Jeffersonism. I'm also toy customizer. Then before this pandemic, I am a part-time rock climbing instructor also. So you can see this is my workspace from 2010 to 2020. This is where everything began. So today I'm going to talk about the story of AHBOY. More focus on AHBOY instead of my doodle work side. So when I say I started my AHBOY, it's all from my final year project back in 2010. Actually, no many people believe it because it's like totally different from what I'm doing now. The time I started with Imagino, I started this. I think I should thank my lecturer at the time because our batch is the first batch where my lecturer gave us a chance to do what we want. So the time it was like, okay. Then I go to my college mini library. Then I grab I think it's the Taiwan University exhibition book showing all the graduation work. Then I looked into it. Then I saw one of the artwork that is like it's very interesting because the student create a sculpture using the character, then put inside the hall for showcase. It's like a quite a grand gallery exhibition, something like that. So the next slide you will see the original of AHBOY. This one, the light bulb with robotic hands is very ugly that time. You can imagine, you can hardly how to say, hardly believe that this is the original of AHBOY because it's a totally light bulb with robotic hands. And during that time, it was lucky because the Malaysia have this first Malaysia International Toy Fair happening in Mid Valley. So I told my lecturer that maybe my this final year project is not workable, but there is this event, so I might go over and have a look to understand more about this thing and how to like refine everything. Then I prepared this survey form, which to show that I really cannot draw when everyone don't believe me. So the survey form is one is with hands, this one on the left and without hands on the right. You can see the difference. Then I bring this one. I went to this Malaysian International Toy Fair, and this is where my first time meet up with all these legend artists. Then I believe some of them remember me, some of them not remember me, because when I pass the survey form to them, everyone is busy doing like chit chatting with audience, media, because they're very famous. I only remember Sean Lee because the face is very angry. Then I don't dare to walk over to his booth. It's like if anyone go over his booth, he will like scold you. Then I just passed the survey form to him. Then I left. Then you can see all the legend here. Then after the survey form, guess what? Everyone tick the one without hand. So this is how the the final look of my final year project. Then the time my lecturer, well, during the exam, we have the assessment. Then we have 4 assessor, intern assessor. One is my lecturer. Then another 3 is from different subject lecturer. They don't really agree with my idea at the time. Only my lecturer know what I'm doing because she is the one keep approving my idea. So you can see I can say my idea at the time is quite strong. You can see from this one. When I doing my presentation, the time I just hold the light bulb. Then I asked all the lecturer, what do you think of this thing? Is this a light bulb or is anything, can be anything? Then I show all this idea for them. The 3 lecturer is just keep quiet. Then I still remember my result during the intern assessor is quite bad. It's like I think is C or B the time. Then after that we have 1 to 2 week for refine for the external assessor. When the external assessor come over, we do another assessment. Then only my result get higher because they know what I'm doing. They actually graduated from overseas. So next slide. After I graduated from college, then I start working as graphic design. I continue to work in the design shop, the printing shop, where I started doing my part-time there. At the same time, I do visiting art market, attending art events, and research and development on my product. The time is I still called it Imagino, and I also planning on further study to understand more about what is designer toy. But then during my research, I found out that there is actually no any courses regarding designer toy during that time. I think now I'm not sure about this time. So the only courses they provide which is close related to designer toy is product design. So I do research again, then I found out that there is actually one college in KL that provide product design courses, which is Raffles College. So I emailed them and asking them I want to get further study about product design or designer toy. Then they asked me to send my result to them. After showing the result, then they replied with, sorry to let you know that you have to restart everything because the subject you study is not reach our qualification. And that time I contacted my college asking them why is it not reach qualified. Then they just keep quiet. Then I also missed out the portfolio review for the overseas university which my college linked, which is the Wanganui University. So next slide. Then during my working life, then I keep on refining, and you can see Imagino 2.0, Imagino 3.0. Then in 2011, I actually quit my job then looking for another new job. I still remember I went for 3 jobs interview, and these 3 job interview is totally different type. The first one is a famous agency, advertising agency, which I not remember the name. The second one is a company doing branding by my senior. Then the third one is more on studio work, which is Big Bro Workshop. The time when I visited I went for the interview in advertising agency. I like the environment there because the staff, like when I entering, the staff actually ride a scooter, then indoor scooter from back of the office come to the front and greet me and bring me to an interview room. Then I met with the creative director. The director checked my portfolio with my final year project. Then he told me, actually your work is not directly without asking anything. He just said, actually your work is more suitable for more art scene, more art style. So if you really want to join our company, I give you a 2 weeks time task. If you can manage this, you manage to come up an idea about this task, then you are qualified to enter. Then the task is, how do you promote recycle? I don't want green color. I don't want the recycle sign, everything. I want a brand new thing. You have to come up with the idea within 2 weeks. Then the time I was like, okay, I take this job. I take this idea first. Then I went to another interview, the Big Brown Workshop, which is under Sijuan at the time. I went there. I get interviewed by 2 persons, Sijuan and Xiaoming. Then I get accepted. The first time I get accepted in Studio House, and that is the first time I get to meet artists directly, talk to them directly. Then that is also the time I started my character, AHBOY. So during the time, it's quite funny the time because I work there, but I get closer to another department, which is comic department, where Michael and his group doing. So the feeling is quite weird for me at the time. But then there is the second time Malaysia International Toy Fair, and so Sijuan asked me and another artist, Apo, we went there. I see like, oh, this is really fun because it's really designer toy at the time. You can see like CE, the Indonesia brand called Toaster Boy, all the overseas designer toy camp, compared to the first year, which is more on local one. So I talk to them. I try to understand what is designer toy. Then I think that time is not really called designer toy. It's more towards to platform toy, whereby everything is quite flat without anything for the artist to apply any design on it. Then the time I still remember the time I draw an Ultraman for kids because the time I'm promoting the color pencil maybe. Family bring the kids over, then draw together with me. Then I draw on the Ultraman for the kids, and the parents pay me for 5 ringgit for the 2 days event. I get the 5 ringgit pocket money. Then after the toy fair, it was like I really want to do designer toy because I have no other thing to do. I have no say I don't know what to do anymore. I just want to do designer toy. And that is the time my direction totally lost. Because during the time when I started have this idea, I want to go for this designer toy, this designer toy scene in Malaysia start to getting dropped, and no one starting to talk about this. And the same time, the art market, the handcraft art market is also going downward. So the time I don't care, it was like I don't care about Malaysian market anymore. I just keep on drawing what I do, then I send overseas, send to overseas blog, talk to overseas designer toy, join the group, join the community, then I submit my character for the blog, like this is Toys Are Evil, then this is designer toy from, I think is Netherlands, William Wallason. Then he have this project, your slice is nice, so for all the designer to apply the design. So I wrote this and he contacted me, like maybe my idea can be produced in vinyl toy. The time I don't really sure what is vinyl toy. Then he keep pushing me, you must do this is nice. Then I was like, maybe next time, because I really don't know what is vinyl toy, and I so scared because I never made this designer toy, although he is quite famous at the time. So during 2011 until 2012, this is all the thing I keep on drawing because my direction is lost. I don't know what to do. I keep on drawing, then draw until now. So in 2012, this is my first changes in my life, a busy life. This is because you can have this. My first public sharing with Standy, and also I have my first lunch meal with legend artists in Malaysia. It's quite, the time I was like very excited and very quiet sitting there while other artists keep on talking this and that, talking about the industry. I just keep quiet and listening. And so that it's also my first time to have a big art piece, and submitted this art piece to Bank Negara Malaysia Gallery under the 50th anniversary. Then Chun Wei invited me for the Beautiful Jiang 2012 under the title Reconstruct the Culture. So this is the first time I submit the design with 3 different races and the culture. And the environment is I like the environment also, especially when all the artists stay together. Quite crazy time. After that, because in 2012 my direction is lost, I started the doodle, the Jeffersonism, and one of the artists in Singapore contacted me. She invited me to go over Singapore STGCC for the live drawing on designer toy. Though I drawing there, then this is the first time I met with overseas Western side artists, which is Luke Chua, Aaron, Kozik, Easton, those quite famous. I don't really know them. It's like how to say? I met them in magazine or social network, but never met them in person. So this is the first time I met them in person. They actually quite tall. When I greet them, it's like this. Talk to them. And then after that, I come back because the Yes Academy invited me for a graduation showcase as a speaker to share my experience, like what I'm doing now with everyone. So I share about my character, how I started, and I also attended the Macau Art Fair in year end, where the word Malaysian gang came out for the first time. So all the Malaysian artists went there. And after that, this is a two weeks event. So I was there for 2 weeks, but in the middle, we have a chance to travel to Hong Kong to meet Hong Kong artists, illustrator for a chit chat. So this is the first time I met with Kenny Wong, and he's the one changed the whole character of AHBOY for me, because he mentioned like this character is quite special, but you have to enlarge the mold. So after that, only I started to change everything, refine everything, keep on drawing. I'll even take this project day, the fact the real, where I print out the face, then I let everyone take picture with the face. So in 2013 to 15, I actually reached my bottleneck because I feel like very insecure at the time. In 2012, everything is boosting very fast. When I don't know what happened, and I feel insecure in 2013, because after 2012, I thought my life should be keep on going up. Everyone should know what I'm doing, this and that. But in 2013, everything quiet and become normal, and I don't know what to do again. So I really take full force on my Jeffersonism. So I attended workshop, I have workshop, I submit artwork, then I also doing design job. So in 2013, this is where I take seriously on I must register my company, so that easy for me to receive payment on my design job. Because the time in 2011 to 2012, I work as freelancer, then I always get delay on payment, because they actually really thought that you are freelancer, so it's okay to delay your payment. Then, like what I say, I just submit all the artwork, but I don't know what is the purpose of submitting artwork. Keep on submitting this and that. Then whenever there is a chance, or there is a email, a call, ask me to submit everything, I just draw, then submit. And this is the first time I work in gallery, whereby I meet different type of artists. They're doing fine art, then I'm doing my workshop there, drawing t-shirt. And a student, a Thai college student actually contacted me, mentioned he want to use my character for his project. So he used my character to create the mobile game. But then I asked him to continue developing, but he just mentioned that he want to do this as a final year project. That's all. Not going to continue. Quite sad for that time. So the time, like I say, I keep on do the work. So you can see I draw on everything. Then I join Doraemon painting. I draw on banana. I draw this and that. Then this is the first commission work, which I draw 300 golf ball for a golf tournament back in Sabah. I have to complete in one month. Quite crazy at the time. I wake up, I draw until I sleep. Then the next day I wake up again and keep on drawing. Then Sam keep on submitting work. And this part is the commission work, where I have the chance to draw a character for a gallery owner. Yeah, gallery owner. He want to have the character for the group to play around, and this illustration which make me very troublesome the time, because I really have no idea that this go home and what is actually get printed on the front page of a newspaper. Then everyone contacted me and asking me this and that. And a group of artists, I think that time all of us have the critic or anything. I'm not remember the time, but I'm the one get the quite serious lah. Because my friend, everyone contacted me asking me, you should not do this, should not do that, because this is very politic thing. And I also draw 3D, then draw on wall, then I learn sculpting. I learn sculpting, I learn comic, I do everything because as I mentioned earlier, I really lost from 2000 after 2012 because everything too fast. I cannot catch up and I have no one to talk to. So whenever there's anything I can learn, I just go for it. So this is I learn sculpture from Behind Tentacles. Then I learn drawing comic from Michael. Then this is also the time I started my rock climbing to release stress. And luckily, during this period of time, I met with these two artists, Toki Doki and John Bergman. They came over to Malaysia. Then I got the chance. I go over, I meet them, I talk to them, and asking what should I do for this bottleneck period because if there's really no one to talk to, they give me the feedback they give me quite helpful from there until now. Then in 2015, my second chance came. Is a new try for me. This is the first plush toy I worked out with Penang handmade artist. I'm not remember how he actually know my character because from 2013 to 15 I don't really promote my character. I don't really like my character at that time. Then we met at one event. Then he directly recognized that I am the creator of this character. So he want to have a collaboration with me where create my original toy with this one. But before that, I just told him that we can have collaboration, but don't do what I don't do my character only, but do our combination. So we came up with this mushroom. We call it mushi mushi. After that, I came up this 20 pieces of plush toy because I have to attend TTF Taipei Toy Fair. So this is the first time I attended overseas toy fair in 2015. So actually invited by I don't remember is B or Sean because I went to Singapore event the STGCC for 3 years continuously as a visitor as invited guest and I just go and meet and talk to them everything. Then they take serious on attending toy event in 2015. Then I will just give a chance, just go ahead and try because I don't really prepare everything, but they know what they want to do. Only I'm the one don't know what to do. So I go over with these 20 pieces of AHBOY plush toy. Then throughout the 4 days event, I can only sell one piece. But then in return, I spend 10,000 Taipei dollar for toys only. I buy toys more than selling my toys. So that is the first time I buy overseas toys. Then I come back. No. I mean, after the 4 days event, Sean is the first one mentioned he want to try for second year. Then after that, B also mentioned he want to try. Then in the middle, like I don't know want to try or not, because I cannot sell any toys at all. But then two of them confirm and they keep pushing me. Then Lionel here, he also wanted to try. So three of us, including me, I'm the one came back in Malaysia, then contacted them saying that I want to try for second year. After that, we go for the second year in 2016. So 2016, I have the chance to do live mural painting for hand percussion performance in DPAC. So you can see this. I think you can still see this mural paint there on top of the place. So you can see this 2016. But the funny part is I joined this event, but I didn't bring any toys that can represent me. Well, I don't know what to prepare for the event, but I already consider late during my preparation. Then you can see they already start produce their toys in resin, but then I have nothing. So the time I just bring all the designer toy I custom over there. So this is the first Bearbrick toy that saved my 2 days. Yeah, my 2 days income. After selling this, I got some payment for my living there because I didn't bring much money this time. And funny, then another one is I do this. I bought a pack of the soldier, then I stick all the soldier on the wooden stick, and I name this idea as ping pong. I sell the 9 pieces, and actually sold out. The time Michael came over, he was quite surprised because this is not designer toy. This is just an idea to make fun of. Then these 9 pieces actually sold out during the first day, and the price I just also simply put 250 Taipei dollar, then sold out in first day. And 2017, I start to have a better target, but at the same time I also miss out the chances. So this is where the Georgetown Toy Comic Cons camp. Then Truman invited me to go over. So I go over and attend the toy event there. The first time to have a artist sharing. This artist sharing session is not it's not about how you start AHBOY, but more like why you do designer toy from A to Z with different designer around. So I don't know how to say, it's quite happy for me because I finally managed to get recognized as toy designer in this event. And this MC Nicholas is quite funny. The whole event he keep on pushing my brand. Every day he just say, please proceed to the AHBOY booth. Where is AHBOY? He is the one there. You can see him. AHBOY, raise up your hand. Then everyone looking at me again because I raised up my hand. And I started the resin toy in 2017 because I have my target. I want to be firm. I want to join overseas event more than local event. I want to do this and that. So I also started this project where combining toys with sport. So because I work there, I proposed this idea for them, then they accept. Even the whole competition, everything must be very artsy, I told them. So everything, the competition is totally very art feel. So I quite happy with the result. And 2017, the Malaysia Toy Showcase started. So we have new members. Then you can see all the new members, the legend here. We joined together. During the event, what made me, few of us, nervous is that Sean Lee, the first day or second day, his work is sold out. Then Abi, I think also sold out. Then Jia Ying is the one not inside the booth. We cannot even find him inside the booth all the time. Only 3 of us inside the booth, at the booth, securing the booth line. So you can see everything here. We do some customized show, the live painting, everything. And 2017, I attended the toy show in Hong Kong. So 2018, whereby everything started to, I see the changes in my, consider small changes in my life, because I get invited to have to custom a toy for certain event, certain project team, like this one for the Shanghai Toy Show, this one for Beijing Toy Show, and this one for Taipei Toy Fair. So this is the TAGCC, where I first time met with my toy hot group. That I know this group in Facebook. They keep promoting this designer toy scene, but never met them. So during this event, this is the first time I met them. So thanks to them for keep on working on promoting designer toy show. Then this is my toys exhibition, where we have first time organized the toy show in gallery, which is in Titik Merah in Pabrika. We have also have our first overseas group exhibition in Wong Gallery with the summer carnival exhibition. You can see the setup is also quite summer, Japan feel summer. And this is the 2018. So 5, 6, 7. This is the 4th year I attended the TTF. But my selling is still not good at the time compared with other artists. My selling is totally, although it's not good, but I can see the increase in collector and buyers, that which I'm happy with. So 2018, I joined the toy show again, but this toy show is very different with my first time joining toy show, because this is the first time I have the chance to experience what is called sold out in first day, because all my toys sold out in first day, and the second day I just go shopping and walk around, talk with artists. So, and this is the SDGCC 2018, where me and Jia Ying Tech, we try to have a collaboration with different type of toys, where we play with the half. The half of the character is from his famous hippo guy, and another half is from my character, AHBOY. So in 2019, the most fruitful year for me, because I get contacted by Anatoy, the Korean brand, asking request the Korean brand to have a 1-year collaboration with them. So I have to custom their toys for 3 different events, for Shanghai, for Thailand, and for Taiwan. So you can see these 3 of them. Then this is another one for Beijing, which I'm the only Malaysia representative to showcase the quite big size of Bobby Anna Toy in Beijing, and also Hotel Art Fair. Then we also attended the TGCC for the second year. I attended the Penang Hobby Show, then SGCC 2019. This event quite different because what let me earn my income during this event is not designer toys, but it's because my doodle work. In front of me is this doodle wall. Everyone come over and draw this. While waiting, they came over my booth and saw my doodle work. So they thought I'm the one drawing all this doodle. Then they bought all my doodle postcard. So for the 2 days, by only selling my doodle postcard, I actually get to stay. If to contra, I actually get to stay 2 days. My accommodation for 2 days free. I still remember I earned 150 Sing dollar just selling postcard. This is 2019 TTF, the most happy TTF for me, not because I get interviewed on the TV in Taiwan, but because my toys get sold and I'm able to cover my accommodation and my airfare for the first time. So you can see from this graph. So throughout the whole year, actually in 2012, this year is actually I don't really like this, although I get famous quite fast, but at the same time I get direction lost quite fast too. So this period of time is for me is quite insecure because everything happened too fast. I got no one to talk to. I think I in the middle of depression or something, I'm not sure. So there's the time I started my doodle work, and I keep on doodle for 2 years. And during this time, everyone know me as doodle artist, but they don't know who I am as character designer. So after that, I cool down, I join this and that, everything. Then only I come back as AHBOY, the creator for AHBOY. So I quite like this period of time compared with this time, because this is the period I know what I want to do, rather than this one I don't know what I want to do, but I keep on going adventure, keep on try, but don't know what to try. But this one I know the risk, I know everything, I keep on moving slowly and until now. So this is my story from 2010 to 19. So thank you. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so if everyone here who has questions to Jefferson, you can actually put down your questions on the comment section. Okay, so it's a very interesting story that you have for AHBOY. So would you mind to share what is your upcoming project?
Upcoming project will be my solo show, which I still preparing. In the show will be in Taiwan, Wrong Gallery, in October, hopefully, if there's no delay because of this pandemic.
Okay, all right. So in the Taiwan show, how long have you been planning for this?
Which one? The solo show?
The solo show.
The solo show, I plan for this year, where Michael pushed me. He pushed me. I don't really wanted to do, but I feel like in the middle, it's like I want to do, I don't want to do because the pandemic, everything crashed. So quite a risk tag for me if I go for it. Then Michael pushed. He keep on pushing and just go for it, just try, because it's a 10 years for you. If you do it next year, then it's like either 11 years or 10 plus 1 years. Sound like quite delay, something like that. So I thought, okay, go for it. Based on what I have, my budget, then do what I have. Don't do a grand one, do a small one.
Right, very okay. As a student, you did venture into toy project for your final year project, and over in the comments, I can see that there's also one student who wanted to see, who also wanted to do art toys for his final year project, but he's afraid to be rejected. So, what is your advice to him? Okay, okay. The students just asked you a question. Okay, from Wen Jun. So Wen Jun is the one who wants to do art toys, but he's afraid that he will be rejected. All right. So yeah. So this is the questions from him. How do you motivate yourself to continue doing this during depression?
If for nowadays, I think if you feel depression, don't we don't really to get depression at this say this time, because we have a lot of community, a lot of Facebook group talking and chit-chatting about designer toy. Unlike my period of time, if my period of time there is no community about this and that, about talking about designer toy, it's totally zero. But now, due to the social media, you just join the group. If you feel depressed, you have no idea, you can actually directly contact the artist. They are willing to share. Even in Malaysia, you can join the My Toy Hot, the group, but try not to get poisoned to buy designer toy.
Okay, so I hope Jefferson answered your question, Wenjun. Yeah. So yeah, like for what Jefferson said, it's true. I mean, during this period of time, during this era, there are lots of you have Clubhouse, you have Facebook, you have Discord, you have lots of different kind of thing. Yeah, so maybe for those of you out there who would like to know more about toys and get connected to art toys, artists, and you don't know who to find, yeah, just go to your Facebook, type down My Toy Hot, MYTOYHOARD, right? Search for them, join them, and there are lots of I mean, it's a big community there, right?
And I think college nowadays, all the lecturers also know what is designer toys. Unlike my period of time, where lecturers don't know what is designer toy and they are more into fine art, sculpture, statue, all these things. So it's more easy to get more knowledge about designer toy nowadays.
All right, thank you so much. Any other questions from the audience?
No question?
No questions? All right, so what is your advice to students who wanted to venture into art toys today?
Today, if I say go ahead, then quite troublesome also. Doing art toy, we have to spend a lot of money, so much money. So if really want to do designer toy, do based on your budget. Then like I can show you again my sorry, I show you again. Like this one, it's not raising anything. This toy, sorry.
Yeah.
Can.
Yes, can see. Right, you close the thing.
Oh, yeah, my first toys actually is not resin, not vinyl. For the final year project, it's actually pepper clay. I wrapped the light bulb with pepper clay as an idea for my final year project. So nowadays you can have a lot of different type of medium to create your own designer toy. Some you can use plush, you can use wood, you can use pepper clay, pepper match, even recycle item like yogurt cup, soft drink can. All these things is your recycle thing that for you to generate and become initial designer toy, because you are the designer, you create toy, so it's a designer toy for you.
All right. Okay, so we have one more questions from Edward. So what is your next project after your solo show? Maybe next year?
Next year.
Yeah.
After solo show, next year I'm not sure about, but maybe I try to create more art piece, because during these 2 years of pandemic, I'm more interested in creating art piece instead of toys. Then maybe for the toys part, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. But doing art piece or statue, this is the part I want to try after what I experienced these 2 years. I enjoy the moment I creating art piece, because I can have more time to I have more time to sculpt what I want to do in different form. So maybe yes, creating more art piece. Then some of the project I think I can't mention now, but I can mention a small part is that I might have more art piece coming up, but is directly deal with gallery. So gallery will be handling my art piece.
Okay, thank you. All right, yes, Alan Chan mentioned NFT. Okay, so if there's no more questions, then we will end here. Thank you so much, Jefferson. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you for your time. So in the next session, so today is also a special day. So Jefferson is the 30th episode of design conversation that we had so far, and in the next design conversation we will kickstart season 2 of design conversation. So season 2 we will have Abi with us on the 8th of September. Thank you so much.
8th of September.
Yeah, 8th of September at 8 p.m. So it's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night. Have a great evening. Stay safe and take good care. All right. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye.